What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome back to another episode of the Low Life Motherfucking Chopper Podcast.
What's up, you little rascals?
We're back.
We're back, and we are joined by Chris from Oxford Co. Choppers out in, is it Oxford, Connecticut?
Oxford, Connecticut, yep.
Oxford, Connecticut. Whereabouts is that?
It's pretty central to the state. Probably more southwestern.
Okay.
It's right
We
off.
also, I was just going to say, we have a special guest. You see his shoulder in the shot here. Who is that?
Can I move over? Am I good?
Yeah, that's good.
Hi, my name's Rick.
You guys might have heard of him. We mentioned him a few times on our show. Chicken Richard. Chicken Fried Choppers, chopshit.com. Oxford Choppers IT help specialist.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be possible without him.
Yeah. Thanks for getting them set up. Oh, and we got what, Buddy?
Buddy.
Yep.
Buddy.
He's in a game of tug of war right now, though. He doesn't.
Wild animal.
What kind of dog is Buddy?
Buddy, I believe the boxer mix. Probably maybe some pit in there, but mostly boxer.
Boxer, yeah.
Yeah, he's a great dog.
Definitely a good boy.
Not really sure of his story. He's from Texas. You know how the rescue agencies are. They come up with some crazy stories.
Yeah.
They think he got caught in an animal trap, but I don't know. I've never seen an animal trap in the wild. Like, so who knows what happened to him? But they spent a lot of energy and money on getting them fixed back up. So
someone told me he got hit by a car. Is there just like a bunch of rumors going around on what happened to your dog?
Urban legends.
Dogs, and he's still going.
Yeah, pick up whatever you want.
Yeah, that's why you gotta love dogs, dude. They lose their face. They're just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. You know?
Not give a shit. That's for sure.
Yeah. So how old was he when you adopted him?
I got him about a year ago now, and he was about a year and a half old when I got him. So
okay,
he's still
and he came up from Texas, you said?
Yeah, he was a rescue from Texas.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, that's awesome. How'd you come across him? Was it on like an adoption website or some shit?
I wasn't even really looking for dogs, but I was going through a tough time with my dog at the time of like 14 and a half years. He passed away, and then we found out that my other dog, like right after that, had bone cancer. And then, you find yourself on adoption websites and then I saw his face pop up, and it was like, I got to at least throw my name in the hat. And
yeah.
They found it to be a really good fit, and I'm glad they did, because it all worked out for the best.
That's awesome.
He's definitely everybody's buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's really well behaved. I've seen him at shows. He just like chills.
He is. I couldn't ask for a better dog. I'm real fortunate to have him.
Does he have any, like, I guess, any health issues that you have to like work on with him, or is he just like, you don't have to is he on any meds or any therapy or anything?
No.
Can he see?
Shockingly, I think he still has some sense of smell, because he does sniff a lot. Like,
really?
Stuff, yeah. And then like he's got a special water bowl. And then he's got a special food bowl, which is like essentially a small trough. So, and even that, he gets food all over the place. It's more or less like he's just a really, really messy dog, and he makes a lot of noises, but
no shit. Oh yeah.
As far as dogs go, he's normal.
That's awesome, dog. Dude.
There's no medication. There's no special vet visits or anything like that.
Yeah. That's awesome, buddy. You're a fucking champ.
Yeah, I'm stoked to have him.
Well, now that we know your dog, let's get to know you a little bit. So where did it all start for you? How long have you been doing the motorcycle shit? Has it always been choppers, or did you just slowly graduate to that?
I probably did the slow graduation, like you're saying. I got my first bike when I was a senior in high school, and it was a 86 XLH 1100. with the bathtub heads, it was like a real strange year. They're 4-speed Evos, so they have those charging nightmares and stuff like that. But I remember I took a loan out for like $3,000, and I thought I was gonna get like all the chicks in school, and that was when like ninjas and shit were popular. So me on my broken down Harley, that was like fucking leaking, and I don't think I ever had a girl. And then,
That's that's a great lie they sold us all. Girls don't like bikes at all.
I mean, it still was fun, but it was a 4-speed Evo, and it had a lot of problems, and I didn't really know how to work on anything at the time, and I was really into skateboarding, so that kind of took off, and I stuck with that for years and years and years, and I still had this bike. And then I started getting really hurt skateboarding. Like, I was to the point where I had, like, ACLs, MCLs, and, like, I broke 3 lumbar bones in my back, and, like, serious wrist surgeries. And
oh, damn.
It was
a big
like,
stair gap guy or what?
I used to like skating like rails a lot and stuff like that.
So usually those guys that have that shit, they're either vert or love jumping fucking stair gaps.
Yeah, I didn't like have the talent that my friends had, so I would just take simple tricks and bring them as far as I could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And usually getting broke off in the process. But once my boss approached me and was like, you can't keep taking like 4 or 6 months off for like recovery. Because I had like Aflac at the time. I had the whole system worked out. So like if I missed work, I was still getting like 80% of my check. Like I was getting, hurt. I had the whole system.
Pretty much a paid like skateboarder at that point.
Semi-pro.
Aflac sponsored skateboarding, but so yeah, my boss hit me up with that, kind of said, what are you doing? You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, and I'm getting a little older. And then my buddy showed me like 6 Over, and I think that was like when it first came out. And then it was just kind of like, oh, this is what I'm doing now. You know what I mean? Like I watched 6 Over, and that was like a whole new thing that still seemed like exclusive and kind of like out of the spotlight. Yeah. And, you know what I mean? It's choppers just grab me. You get bit by it, and I don't know. You guys got it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's usually hardcore kids or skateboard kids or IT nerds like me and Nick. Me and fucking Chicken Wreck.
Spent my whole life not being cool, so we're trying to.
I hear that, man. How long before we get past the whole skateboarding thing, how long did you skate for? Was that like a whole childhood thing?
Yeah, probably like, I mean, I'm still skating now. Pretty much since I was like 10 years old up until.
Do you remember your first setup?
Yeah, my first setup was probably like, when I was like 10 years old, I think. And then I just skated, local shop sponsors and shit like that. And I'm close enough to New York City. And that's like the best skateboard scene as far as I'm concerned there is, besides California. And I'd even argue that it's better just because fuck the West Coast. But
yeah.
Oh, starting a beef again.
Yeah. Well,
did you have like a certain company that like that was your fucking shit or what?
No, I skated like shop decks just because I would get like 1 a month or like 2 a month, and then they were cheaper, and I was going through them like once a week or once every other week.
Yep.
So I would just skate whatever shop decks I could, or pretty much whatever was on the wall that was my size, just because I was getting good prices at the shop,
Sick.
I mean, like Deluxe Wood, all those companies, Rio, that was like always like my favorite,
Yeah. I was always a Black Label kid when I was growing up because those dudes were just wild as fuck, like fighting people in the streets and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's still a company. Actually,
are they? Because I was looking for a Black Label deck because I just started skating again after like not skating for 15 years, and I found a skate shop, like, for the miracle of God. Like, there's not even skate shops anymore. And the guy was like, well, what are you looking for? I'm like, I mean, the ideal setup would be like black label deck, independent trucks, Lucky bearings, Spitfire wheels. And he's like, when was the last time you bought a setup, bro? He's like, we don't carry Lucky bearings or black label.
He's like, how old are you? Get out of my shop.
But it was dope, though, because when I bought my first deck, it ended up being at Zoomies, dude, which fucking whatever. Fuck those guys. But it was in the mall, so it was dope because I got to like live out one of my fucking childhood fantasies and skate out of the mall. So that was dope as fuck.
I haven't heard that movie in a long time, dude.
Think about it. No, I'm fucking around. So yeah, I'm sorry. So I got that 1100 still, and I watched 6 over, and just like I'm sure everybody else did, I fucking got a Buzzbox 110 volt MIG welder, a cheap grinder, and a handful of tools, and fucking made a lot of noise. And had at it, you know.
Yeah.
Built a chop. Somehow, miraculously, it went down the road and got me around for a really long time. And it was at a time where my buddy Mike, Kokomo Cycles in the city, he's like great at like wheels now. That's what he offers. But he was building like an XS chopper. And then my other fucking like best friend, Chris, he was building like it's a KX 650 4-cylinder chopper. Like whatever we had, we were building, and we were all doing it with the same like 110 volt MIG welder, like, and you know, some grinders. Somehow we made it. We got them all done. Chris still rides his Kawasaki chopper, like that's his bike still to this day. I don't even think he's like done anything to it. Or,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Didn't he crash the shit out of it and fix it and get it back going?
That's actually a funny story. He crashed it. He crashed it on Route 8. There was it wasn't his fault. He was following a truck, and I guess there was a 4x4 that must have fallen off of a truck, and it came up in between the wheels of the truck in front of him, and he couldn't see it or do anything about it in time. So he ended up hitting that on the highway and crashing. Like it was a pretty good wreck. He called the tow company because he just, you know, he got taken away, and you know the tow company comes and they pick up your bike and they leave, and so he called up the tow company, gets his bearings all back together, calls the tow company, he says, how's the bike? He goes, man, dude. He goes, this thing smoked. Like he's like, you should be glad to be alive, you know, telling him bike's fucking totaled, everything like that. He goes down, he's expecting his bike to be all fucked up. He shows up at the tow yard. And I think the only thing that was wrong with it was just the fucked up headlight. It's just because it's such a clapped out chopper. The dude thought it was fucking total.
Look at the welds on this thing. Yeah.
Broken headlight.
This thing was totaled before it got in a crash.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
What are you talking about, dude? It's gonna fucking go.
But, yeah, he's still those are good years because I remember his fender kept falling off. You know, like I said, these were our first choppers. Shit was breaking off left and right, and that was his only vehicle that year too. So he had like his fender fell off, and his tail light and his fucking license plate and everything fell off. So he just zip tied everything to his backpack. So, and that's how he rode around. He just rode around with a backpack with his shit all on there. So he used to get pulled over all the time.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, his license plate was, it wasn't wired or nothing, but he had the tail light zip tied to his backpack and everything. Oh my
God. What the fuck?
Good times.
So what about Oxford Co. Choppers? Like, how old is that business? What do you guys do? Tell us a little bit about it.
Roughly about a year old. It's a partnership with my buddy who's like my best friend, John Dunn. He's Johnny Rotten on Instagram.
Oh yeah, okay.
He handles all of like transmission rebuilds. If you have, transmission case repairs and stuff like that, he'll handle all that stuff. He does more or less like the mechanical ends of stuff. He's like a certified Audi tech. And choppers are his passion as well. So he takes that, he takes it to the next level when it comes to like checking tolerances and all these things. So
He's smart.
he's the guy you want working on your transmission. So he does all the really hard stuff, and I just do like the fucking blacksmithing, heating stuff up and smashing it, cutting it. But
Okay.
he just moved to South Carolina, so he just finished up a panhead transmission for our buddy Eric. But if anybody needs transmission work, we do that. Or if you want rocker boxes, you want to bring them all back to factory tolerances. You know what I mean? We do all that stuff. The only holdup now is that John just moved to South Carolina, so he's kind of like setting his shop up still. So it depends how much work he has on his plate right now. But
Right.
it's stuff we could do. It's just I'm going to ship it down there. I have a feeling he's going to be back up here in a couple of years. I mean,
Yeah, why'd he move down there? For the
he moved
weather?
down there, I think he just wanted to get out of the cold, try something new.
Yeah.
And, honestly, I'm kind of envious of that. I'm too much of a bitch to do that. So at least he's going to give it a try.
Yeah.
I don't know. Selfishly, I hope he comes back up here and he gets to be back in here doing the transmissions and stuff like that. But for now, it's we're still figuring out a way to do it all and shipping stuff down there and getting it back.
Right.
That seems to be working fine. But like I said, right now he's setting up his shop, so we're a little bit slow start right now with that stuff.
Yeah, he'll be back. New England won't let you go. If you're New England, if you're a true
I'm
New England boy.
I love this place. And then as far as what else we do, I'll make any kind of handlebars you want. Right now I got a Springer I'm straightening out for Wes. It's like an old Springer. I'll straighten Springers. I'll make you a sissy bar. Anything and anything. You know what I mean?
So you do fully custom stuff. You're not like manufacturing a certain type of handlebar. You just like per order, whatever you want, make it.
Cast risers, extendless stainless, the hot boy stuff.
All
the cool guys.
I like the extended cast risers, but like there's a grip of guys that do it out there. I just do it a lot different. Like I actually weld the bars right into the actual cast and then go back over, fine it, and needle scale it so you can't tell.
Shit.
Yeah. So like these are fixed in there, like without actually having like a weld ran around. But I like doing those kind of bars, just because I got them pretty well figured out, and I don't want to offer anything to somebody that I don't feel really stoked on or that I have room for improvement on or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you made some pretty cool bars. I want to show them here.
Yeah. Without having them welded, and I don't know, I like wheeling and really riding my bike. Those handlebars will fly right out of those casts pretty quickly. So
these are pretty sick. So you work mostly stainless, but you'll do them whatever the customer wants, right?
I don't want to let things leave here unless they're finished. So like I won't do anything unless it's stainless because I don't know what you're going to do with it if it's mild. Like if I make you a mild set of T-bars and you don't fucking finish them properly, like who made those handlebars? Oh, Chris, man, they're pretty fucking rusted and roached
dude, look
out.
at these fucking gnarly ass Z's, dude. Holy shit.
I'd rather, you know what I mean, just finish them, done.
Dude, I saw, what were they, where are they? The Derek bars are my favorite.
Oh, yeah, Derek hit me up.
These are so nuts.
They don't ride that good. I wouldn't suggest getting them. Yeah, those are similar. I don't know if you guys know Kyle from like Let Fist up in upstate New York. He was like an invited builder out to Born Free and stuff like that. He had a bunch of bikes in Trog, but he made one of my favorite bikes he built was like Brown Sugar. It was a slab side gen shovel.
Oh yeah.
Bars very similar to those, and that bike was just beautiful.
No shit. Yeah, dude. Stainless all the way, dude. Especially with bars, it's like I don't even want chrome bars. That's a pain in the fucking ass, you know?
It costs a lot
Stainless is the
too.
way to go. It costs a
Yeah.
lot, but also it doesn't even look as good to me as stainless. Like polished stainless, you can polish that to just as good as chrome almost, you know? And then if you fuck them up, you can always just,
Repolish them.
yeah, just repolish them. Just bring them down and
And also add on to them too. I'll
true.
weld like an air mount right to my bar.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good point too. Yeah, with stainless, you can just you can even change them. You know, like if you have your riser height too high, you can just chop them and weld them again. You know.
Butt them up, yeah. Blend them.
Yeah.
My whole thing is that if you buy brand new chrome handlebars and you put them on your bike, it's like, oh, the rest of my bike looks like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You can
Whereas
polish.
like stainless, it kind of blends a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
faded. It kind of looks like your lowers if you
You
shine
can
them
patina them. Yeah, you can scuff them up a bit. You know, make them
up.
match.
If your whole bike's at 60%, just 60% polish.
That's it.
So you also do shifters too, right? Are you pouring are those like resin shifters that you
No.
doing yourself or?
Those I pretty much go to the hippie chicks at like the flea markets and stuff like that where they got all the crystals and shit. And then usually they got a bin of like like some off shit. So I try to find the skulls and stuff like that. And that's
sick.
challenging in itself just because I don't know fuck all about drilling glass, you know what I mean? So some of the shit's like a super hard stone and I just fuck up and burn out bits, or sometimes I get lucky and they're like a super soft stone. And I'm not an archaeologist.
Oh, so those aren't resin. Those are actual stone fucking skulls.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Drill it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've probably broken more than, I mean, I could show you, there's plenty of broken ones laying around here, but they're just small little 2-inch skulls.
Oh, that's awesome.
And like
dude,
here,
those things
this
are
one,
fucking sick.
this one I got pretty close on. I lost
Pretty
that battle. But
yeah, that's some Wiccan shit. You don't know if there's like a hex put on that skull when you're drilling it. Fucks up your bit.
yeah, to be honest with you, I probably made it because of the amount of skulls I've had to fucking. The hippie chick at the flea market's making.
That's fucking awesome. So do you do so you do handlebars, you do like rebuild stuff. Are you doing like full builds too, full commission builds?
I'm doing one right now that's not here. I just finished it up, finished all the fabrication work, so it's actually a paint. I'll do full builds for somebody but you just got to be patient. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I'm one man right now, and I'm just like everybody else, like a full-time job. I have hobbies that are like outside of this. You know what I mean? So it's just day-to-day stuff that takes up so much time that, even getting down here for 2 hours a day is a lot sometimes. But
Yeah.
so a full build, I mean, you know how long it takes you to build your own full build, and shit, sometimes that's like working around the clock on the weekends just because summer's around the corner. And to be honest with you, I just don't have that drive. Like, especially after you work all day and stuff like that. It's different for you, and like you want to get your bike on the road and stuff like that. But
he's got a shovel head chopper right here.
yeah,
Let's do this. Let's go for a walk.
We're going for a ride, guys.
He's got a shovel head chopper right here that he's putting together if somebody wants to claim it. And you can see his handlebars right here. He does apes with welded in fancy boy risers, all stainless. And we're working backwards and we're trying to figure it out. But yeah, I think that's the ticket, right? You build a bike that you like. And
yeah, so I guess
build what you want.
if somebody really wants a bike built, there's honestly better people out there to do it. Like Nate, Plum Cycles. He's got it mastered. He seems to crank them out. He does a really good job. For me, I like to see the finish line, and he does it full time.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
can't
Yeah, that's a
see.
huge difference.
Yeah. So for me to build a full bike, like you're gonna have to hang in there with me for like 8 months, and people just don't have that patience, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm down to do it. I'll do it for a pretty good price. You'll get a really good job, but it's gonna take a long fucking time, you know.
Yeah.
Because all the little jobs trickle in between too, you know, and those
Right.
things are what fill the gas tank, buy filler rod, you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
really make money down here. I just buy more shit that I want, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Which is as
And
good
it's
as
all
it can.
custom too. I mean, like if you're pounding at handlebars and you have a little jig and you're just like, zzz, 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 and you have like a bunch of parts, you can have like a stock of it. But yeah, if you're doing custom stuff, you have to kind of engineer each part every time something new comes in.
Yep.
But
But I like that. That's what
yeah.
keeps it interesting. Like
Yeah.
if I was just down here making those cast T-bars over and over again, I'd hate it.
Yeah. Is your shop, it's a shop, it's not like your garage. It's like a shop outside your house?
It is my house. It's I got
Oh, okay.
really lucky. I live in essentially just like a 3-bedroom ranch with like a finished basement and a 2-car garage. But the 2-car garage, somebody blew it out and put this whole shop onto the 2-car garage. So like it's like
a double length 2-car garage, except the garage part where that goes outside, it's got like a 15-foot ceiling.
yeah, you could
It's
put a car lift.
Shit.
Damn.
in here.
I bought this house because of the garage.
I was just going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a true legend.
Yep. And then I just fell in love with the neighborhood.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
So-
I got super lucky when I moved here, I should say, because like right up the road, I met, you know, a couple of my best friends now. I got Lou and Norton. I was just hanging out here. It was Super Saturday a couple summers ago. And my buddy John and Johnny Panhead and those dudes are coming up to meet me here. And then we were going to ride up to New Milford to link up with the rest of the dudes for the ride. And they come in all hot screaming, dude, old guys, choppers, like gray hair, jockey shifting. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And they were like, dude, we just saw old guys like Panhead, like choppers. And I'm like, no fucking way, dude. I knew this town had some shit. So yeah, we're in the driveway, and then no more than 2 minutes pass, and you know, you hear that dry clutch screaming, and here comes Lou. And Lou, I don't know him at the time, is just some, you know, an older dude comes jockey shifting into the driveway, and cleanest shovel head. You guys probably
He
saw
just
it.
pulled in.
Dude, he saw the same thing. They passed, and
He was like, "What the
he's an
fuck?"
alcoholic dude. He's like,
Yeah, cut from the same cloth, dude. They were like, they know.
you don't see that shit every day. So
Yeah.
turned around, he pulled in. He said, "What's the worst that's going to happen? Are they going to kick me out?" You know. So he came down and he called up his brother and all the other guys. He just turned around because he forgot his wallet. So it just happened to be lucky. And then he's got a shovel head chopper. His brother Norton's got a shovel head chopper, but Norton's also like super experienced machinist. Like,
Oh shit.
he's like, yeah. So I got so lucky. Like my
He was
first
so cool.
my first couple months here, and like I don't think I annoy the guys. I think they get excited like when I ask them for favors and stuff like that, or at least I like to hope that's the case.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Imagine old guys with choppers and then finding out like a bunch of young guys like actually have cool
Yeah.
bikes and shit.
And their sons aren't into it, you know. They're like that. They go off into banking or something. They're like, "You're like the son I never had. I always wanted but never had."
Actually, Lou's kid Speed's got a bike too, and he's down here pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Dude, I got so fucking lucky, man.
Rick, and how far are you from here?
Like 20 minutes. It's great.
Oh fuck,
shit.
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I kind of knew who Chris was, you know, like 4 years ago, and then went away to college for a little while, and then when he came back, we linked back up, and it's been sick. He had a shop night here sometime, probably this time last year, And then, like a bunch of Connecticut people were all together here hanging out in the garage, and we kind of like not clicked up, but we all kind of like immediately got on each other's radar, and like he started doing shop nights like twice a month, and we've just all been hanging out, and like Chris kind of like put the whole little Southern Connecticut thing together here, and it's been pretty fucking awesome.
That's dope. Yeah, somebody needs to, dude. I remember CT was like about to be on the map for choppers, and then that got all fucked up. So it's like we need a couple solid CT guys to stop putting shows out in CT.
Yeah, for sure. And it's sick, like we got a pretty diverse group of people in terms of everybody, but everybody's got sick bikes, and like a lot of like, even just with the bike night that we have here, like people will bring parts, like we have a group chat, somebody will be like, you got a Star Hub, you got this, you got that, you got a fucking clutch kit, like it all comes here and it just trades hands when we're all here.
It actually started because of the chopper swap meet that they had.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, I think
we were there.
Eric got a table up there.
Yeah.
And like BB and like everybody he's talking about that comes to shop night, pretty much we're like in a 2-table radius, and we were just buying each other's shit.
Yeah. That's how it always
do this all the time.
I was like, how about, you know what I mean? I was like, how about next month we have a little swap meet at my place, and we'll just all bring our parts and we'll just put them.
Oh, that's fucking good idea, dude.
But that didn't happen. We just ended up hanging out.
But then we all went to the last Spotter show together, and it was sick because Lou was there. He went up. He brought his shovel head up there, right?
Yep. Me and Lou brought our bikes up together.
Lou's got the shovel head that has the giant super
Weber
SNS Weber.
Oh, the Weber, yeah. With the with the velocity stacks shooting straight up.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that.
Bike's so clean, and he's such a good dude too. He's the best. He actually he scored that 62 Bridgeport that I'm kind of rebuilding it. And when I say kind of rebuilding it, I'm not like truly rebuilding it. I'm just taking it all apart, making sure all the surfaces are true, working them all flat, and then that's his bike.
Yeah.
That thing's fucking clean, dude. That Weber's sick.
Norton's helping me put that all back together, so hopefully I can get rid of my M head Bridgeport, because that's a J head, and I'll be able to do I'll have much more stout machines for the shit that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You really hammer through stainless that fucking thing.
Yeah. I have right now, I believe, I think that's a 1945 M head Bridgeport. So the dude that sold it to me said Hiroshima was still smoking when that thing came off the line.
Wait, Bridgeport's a Connecticut company too, huh?
In Bridgeport, Connecticut. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You didn't go too far.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now I got a couple of them, and then I have just the lathes and other shit, regular shop stuff.
Oh shit! What are you running for a lathe? Do you have like a full size metal lathe?
I have it's behind you, I guess, but it's a Rockwell 11-inch. It's honestly pretty clapped out.
Dude, those are the best ones.
It's not like, all right, the lathe I had prior to this one was clapped out, but it was clapped out because of my doing. You know what I mean? That was a lathe that I learned on, and I don't even think I learned too much on it. I think I was fucking drunk playing around with it too much. But no, this machine was pretty clapped out when I got it, and I didn't know machines as well as I do now, and I probably still would have bought it. But I ended up scoring a much larger 13-inch Harrison 3-horsepower lathe. So when I get my other Bridgeport up and running, I'll then get the full VFD, 3-phase converter and all that stuff, and I'll have both of my machines hooked up in place of these two machines now.
Then,
yeah, hopefully that'll make me a little bit more, that'll let me do a little bit more, a little bit faster. Hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. What's the goal?
Oh shit! So are you self-taught on both those? Like,
Like yes, yeah. So yes and no. Like when me and Carl and all those dudes used to hang out at the shop down Two Wheel Trading Company. He had machines, and he was pretty educated, and I picked up some stuff from him. And then Kevin at the time, who was always at the shop, he actually got a job as a machinist, and whatever little bit I could pick up along the way. And then now it's pretty much I'll take on jobs knowing that I can't do them. And it's because I got Norton 3 houses up, who's like a master machinist. And I'm like, I can't do this, but if I get Norton involved, it'll come out fantastic and I'll get an education. So, so pretty much if I get into any sort of situation where I don't think I can do it, or I might have questions, or if I think I'm going to ruin something, I'll just call Norton. He's more than willing to come down here and help me out. Yeah. So that's nice. That's a blessing too. But I've gotten pretty good, but I'm sure a machinist would say I'm pretty.
Dude, that's real lucky to have you. They need to add that shit to Zillow when people are looking like, are there any graybeards in the area? Does any master machinists live in the area?
I'm not even gassing them up. Those dudes literally are the backbone to like what goes on here, and then like the support from Rick, and then like everybody else. Because I don't know, I wouldn't have half of the machines here. I wouldn't have been able to get here without Lou, and then I wouldn't know how to run. I wouldn't be able to do half the things I'm able to do without the education that Norton's given me.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, super fortunate.
We should get those dudes on the show.
Yeah, I bet you they would too, man. Those dudes are
knock
awesome.
on their door. We'll do another one. We'll get the old heads, dude.
We're one case of Heineken away from that. That's
So what are you riding these days, and how many bikes you got laying around?
Here's the shovelhead.
This is
that's the bad boy, right?
Yep, that's my 76 I built last winter. Down here. I actually built it for that La Espada show.
Yeah, I think that's where I first saw it. I think that's where I first I saw that tank with the bad boy logo, and I was like, dude, that's so fucking sick.
Yeah, I actually have some hoodies coming with a new logo. My hoodie up. It's Bobby Hill's face with the bad boy arm.
That sounds sick.
Dude, I fucking love it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a sick paint job. I love how, like, I don't know, it's just like the perfect chopper paint job.
Shout out like Mikey Machine Paints, man.
That was him?
Kills it. Yeah, that's my brother, man. That dude fucking cool.
That thing's so beautiful.
Painted Rick's tank too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Old Mikey Machine.
But that bike, there's how many bikes? There's that, and then I have this shovelhead that I'm putting together, and then we bought this pretty crazy bike that people were after. It had like a magneto on it. It was built like probably in the early 2000s.
Wild card.
But it had like a lot of really cool shit on it. So we have that bike as well, but we tried to sell it as it is. But dude, it's like that era of like when Indian Larry was really big with like, it's like, dude, those bikes are okay to look at, like park in your barber shop, but you wouldn't catch the fucking homie riding that stupid shit.
Yeah. It was the perfect bike. It was a fucking stupid machine, but it was like just the fender and just the tank. It had like a wishbone frame, right?
Yep.
And then it had like a sick motor with split rocker boxes and everything. So it had like all the cool bones with just like a couple ugly things that would be easy to knock off.
I can show you the motor actually.
Yeah, we can do a little walk around. I think that that would be totally worth it for sure. Let's check this thing out.
But that's another one that you're gonna end up building.
A dog with like the split rockers and everything. Big old mag joint on it.
That's fucking sick.
That's sick. I love split rockers, man.
I love the split rockers, dude.
So that's going to be like a traditional style chopper. And then this bike, we bored out a 39 millimeter front end and put 41 tubes in it. We're going to do like dual disc and try to make like a hot rod chopper, kind of like big hot rod choppers. It's not
Damn.
Fuck yeah, dude. Chunky boy.
And just to kind of give you guys an idea of like what else Chris does, like he made these risers out of stainless. I'm trying to do all this backwards. Just
Oh, you made those dog bone guys?
Yeah, I never liked the rubberized dog bones, so
Oh, dude. Yeah, the rubberized ones suck.
Yeah, so
They're fucking hideous.
These are just solid stainless, and then
That's fucking beautiful.
Just drilled and tapped and recessed these. So yeah, I could do stuff like that. I mean,
and then like the controls and everything, like that's like my favorite part. How he kind of like just made these crazy stainless controls that like all tuck away nice in the frame.
Yeah, that's dope.
And then he made these insane. You know how everybody does like those style foot pegs, but they're notched on the inside because usually they'll spin if you just get like the floorboard mounts and then like do like a roundy boy with a bolt through. So
yeah,
that's what I did.
It's stainless exhaust that like loops through on each side. So it goes like the heads are split, so this one like loops around from this way. And it goes like
oh shit,
that.
Yeah, dude.
He's a fucking crafty guy. That's why I'm glad he's not fucking missing anything.
Dude, with the jockey shift right above the pipe, you must singe your fingers.
Oh, dude, yeah, you gotta. I let everybody ride the bike, and that's the one thing that you have to tell everybody right away is like, shift it with your pinky. You know what I mean? With the pinky out, you'll be all right. You gotta do like you drink tea.
Yeah, just do it fancy with the pinky out. You'll be good.
Yeah.
No shit. So what's the story with that? What's the story with that shovel head?
3 bikes. I guess we have 3 bikes. 2 of them are going to be for sale. This is mine to keep. So I went to jail for a bit for DUIs, and hence why I don't drink anymore. Next month will actually be 3 years.
Nice.
I'm not sober by any means. I just
California sober, right?
California sober.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I was pretty down on my luck. The house I was renting at the time was getting sold, and I was in jail, and so I didn't really have a place to live. It was looking like, and I don't have any family really. I have my mom. She's got like dementia with Alzheimer's, so like that's kind of something else. But anyways, so I don't have much going on, and I had to sell everything I had to pay off any bills I had prior to going in. So I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't have fucking anything. You know what I mean? I had my 2 dogs at the time, which my boy Mike was watching, and I just had my friends. And I ended up, I don't know, just getting shitty news. You know how it is. All the news you get, and there's always, they don't give you any good news in jail.
Yeah.
They just give you shit news. And it was during the height of COVID, so like I remember even like like the gnarliest dudes coming up to me because we were in like full lockdown, 23-1 for the first 3 weeks we were in there. Like it was fucking brutal because of COVID. And I remember like dudes just coming up to me and being like, DUI guy, like chose the wrong time to try jail out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it sucked, man. So I'm like, you know, I'm miserable. I'm really down on my luck, and I'm like thinking, like, I'm playing head games. You know what I mean? I'm not doing good. So I get John on the phone, and I'm like talking to John, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how, man, but like, try to get me a shovel head. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it. Like, I don't know how. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I don't know. He's like, all right, man. He's like, I got you. So probably a week goes by, man, and I'm talking to John, and he goes, hey, dude, guess what I'm going to do? He goes, I'm going to pick up your shovel head tomorrow. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. So he actually
No shit.
went and picked this bike up. He got just the motor, the frame, and the transmission. And the crazy thing about it is when I talked to him, like when he picked the bike up, is he goes, dude, I'm like 5 minutes from you. Like I drove past Cybulski like to go pick the bike up. So my boy John, best friend, dude, he picked that bike up for me. He gave me a reason to be happy. That little bit, like that stuff is the stuff that got me through. You know what I mean?
That's what you need when you're in there, something to look forward to getting out.
Anything, especially when nothing's going right. You know what I mean? And all you're getting is just bad news. And then they're like, oh, by the way, they're selling your house. And it's like, yeah, fuck. Like, you know, so I was super fortunate to have John. I'm still very fortunate to have John as my best friend. And he's who I'm doing all of this with. And he's who's going to rebuild your next transmission, you know? But that's how I acquired that bike. And then actually,
it's a good fucking friend, dude.
Once I got that bike, I kept it at John's house because I didn't have a garage or anything like that. And that's when I tracked down the frame jig that Carl used to have at his shop, and Chicken Rick had it.
Yeah.
And that's how we ended up linking up for the first time since I got like out. Is I went and picked up the frame jig off Rick at his house in Stratford.
He's like, you still got that frame jig? And I'm like, yeah, I got it sitting here not using it for anything. He's like, I need that. And I'm like, all right, go get it.
Yeah. So we made all the fixtures and everything to finish the frame jig to do Big Twins. And that's the story behind that bike. I kind of just cracked away at it last year and got it done in a shorter amount of time just because I wanted to do it for that show. And I don't know, I'm really happy with that bike. It's probably my favorite, one of my favorite bikes. I think it's probably my favorite bike. I don't know. I had a 73 and a 71 that I really liked a lot. I had a green 73 with gold flake flames on it, and that bike ruled, man. But this bike seems to ride a lot better. It's more reliable. I got a Magneto on this one, which I love Magnetos. A lot of people have love-hate relations with them. I think they're great to have. If you have an opportunity to get one on your motorcycle, take advantage of it.
Right. Yeah. What do you got? What's the front end on that one?
That's just one of the those moto iron ones, like the cheap
moto iron ones. Yeah. Okay.
It's a cheap front end, and I actually broke it and ripped the thing and bent it. I went down earlier this year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, actually, Rick.
So just to give you some backstory, the Connecticut dudes don't chill out. Like, it's fucking balls to the walls. I mean, every time I've ripped with Chris, it's been like a light to light fucking drag race. And, you know, every stoplight is a skid, and then everything's a fucking wheelie from a stop sign. And everybody's kind of a little bit of a psychopath. And we all went on a ride for what, 4th of July? Chris is like, we're going for a ride for 4th of July. And then I missed a bunch of rides with, you know, like all the boys and everything. And I'm like, all right, I'm coming up there. It was like a crazy fucking rainstorm. I bitched out and rode my Sportster. So the plan was to ride to the top of Mount Washington in Connecticut, which is not Mount Mohawk Mountain.
Yeah.
I was going to say Mount Washington, New Hampshire.
Yeah. And then we fucking go bang up there. It's great. You know, the weather somehow chilled out. It was like totally fine. I'm like, I should have rode my fucking shovelhead. I'm a bitch, you know, whatever. So we're going up the hill. I'm on my Sportster. I blast ahead of everybody and then jump off and like grab my phone to do like a little video of everybody riding by. And our one buddy, he did like a little skid, and then his rear brake, he's got a rear drum, and of course that fucking thing locked up. And then he yard sailed it up this mountain, and Chris is right behind him with his chick on the back. And I mean, just fucking launches over his bike, like hits it like a jump. They fucking go down. Next thing you know, like we turn around, everybody's all over the fucking pavement, and it was like, oh, this got so real, so fast.
God damn, bro. That's a little bit more than just like casually going down like you made it sound.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Prius pulled out in front of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all got lucky.
Yeah. And, you know, huge shout out to Chris here for keeping calm under pressure, because that could have gone a couple different ways when you just seen the you just spent the entire year working on with holes in the exhaust and bent front rim and cracked springer and everything. But the boys stay together, and that's what's really important. And everybody's shit got fixed, and front ends got straightened out, and Chris learned how to do front end jobs from that. So there's a tiny bit of a fun.
Yeah. So what happened with the front end though? Because I have that same front end on my shovel.
So it actually like pulled forward, and right underneath like underneath the top tree tore. Like right here. That actually tore back. So all I did was put it on I have like a T-slot table that came off of an old Bridgeport. It's actually a big table. I think it's like a 52-inch table. I was able to put it and fixture it all off of there, and honestly just get it as accurately as I could with just lasers. I didn't make any crazy fixturing like I probably should have, but it still goes down the road pretty good. Yeah, no problem.
No shit. Is that a stock length or 2 under?
That's a 4 over.
Yeah, a 4 over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like riding them somewhere around 2 to 4 over. I just think for rideability,
I think it looks shorter because the handlebars are so big.
I know.
That's what it is. Those are so fucking cool though.
They're a lot on long trips though. Like I always thought like your hands do get numb after like 3 hours of riding like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I do my best to try to like ride my bike a lot,
Yeah. And what do you got? What's that? That's a Super E there?
Yeah, Super E carb. I actually have a Super B. When it was in the show, I had a Super B on it with a Super Bowl and a Thunderjet. I still have that carburetor. I was just fighting my magneto at the time. So you know how it is when you first get a bike running, you're like, what am I, it's either timing or the carburetor. It's gotta be one of the two.
Yep.
And you're just fighting that, trying to figure it out. And yeah, it ended up being my magneto. It wasn't the carburetor at all. So by the time I sorted out the magneto, I was, already in the riding season. The bike was running good. So this year I'm going to try to go back to the Super B now that I know the magneto's right. Just because I kind of like the idea of having like a unique carburetor on a bike, especially like that one with I like Thunderjets. I think they look cool.
Yeah, they look sick.
They look fucking sick. Yeah,
they do work. They do work. I did one for a guy recently. Yeah, it just adds a third, a third circuit. Yeah, supposedly one guy had some built FXR and sent me a carb to do a Thunderjet on it. And I did it and sent it back to him, and he said it fixed all of his fucking problems. And it was like some crazy 100 horsepower FXR. So,
shit.
I feel like that's the first thing when you look at a shovelhead chopper, especially like a cone shovel, and it's like, oh, he's got a Super B. Oh, he's running an L carb, Like, he knows what he's doing, or it runs like shit.
Yeah, I can't use the Super Bs. My fucking legs are too short, dude. I can't get my leg around them.
You have to go over or under.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big boys for sure.
Dude, those fucking Webers that your boy has, I had a Weber that I got in a lot of parts, and those things are fucking humongous.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Those things are cool as shit, though. I was going to run that on the shovelhead, but I'm not good enough at tuning carbs to be able to fucking figure that one out.
Yeah, that's like Lou's fucking whole game. Is that bike runs like a fucking animal. I rode that bike, and it's got an open chain primary on it, and it's fucking terrifying.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
On the corner,
chainsaw at your leg.
You feel like the front end get light, and you're like, oh, boy.
Yeah, and he tells me it's nothing, like it's not a built motor or anything. So he must just have it really. I mean, my bike doesn't look like that.
And it always fires right up. Like sometimes he'll make a big deal if he leaves his gas on or something, and he's like, oh, this is going to be a long time. And then he kicks it once, no primer kicks, and it's just off to the races. And it's like, dude,
God damn.
My
Yeah.
show.
It's pretty cool though, because he's got that downdraft carb, and he needed to run an actual electronic fuel pump. So he's got an inline fuel pump on it because the carburetor's actually, the bowl's higher than the actual tank, so it wouldn't pull to it. So he's got a pump, but he mounted it like very strategically. It almost looks like
It looks like a coil pack, yeah.
right in the front of his
Oh,
bike.
weird. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, lose them in.
Damn.
Crafty old guy hot rod shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna talk to Zillow tomorrow because I'll relocate if there's a fucking gray beard in my area. Those dudes know their shit. They know their way around a fucking carburetor. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't know anything about this town, Oxford, Connecticut, until I moved here, and like, there's so much cool shit down here.
Yeah.
It's like the tip of the valley of Connecticut. It's like all pretty much blue collar dudes. It's a great part of Connecticut.
Yeah, don't move here until I buy a house first, and then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, everybody hates Connecticut, and that's fine.
That's fine.
We got like
Six
great
bucks.
riding.
It's great to get everywhere else. That's the best part about
Yeah, that's
Connecticut.
what I'm envious about. Is like Connecticut's the perfect spot to be going anywhere else.
You know where
It
the
takes me-
worst fucking place on the planet is? I'll tell you where this is. Fucking Long Island.
Oh yeah,
Dude, Long Island is the fucking worst. The worst.
Rob's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna fucking come over. I'll see you in like 3 hours. And I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, it takes an hour just to get off the fucking island, dude.
Oh man, yeah.
There was a Bridgeport out there, like a beautiful J head, everything, and it was like $500.
Yeah.
Like a fucking steal.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw Long Island, I was like,
Next.
no, it's not worth it.
Not worth it.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
not at all.
No, it's tough.
Yeah, you can either go to Philly or you can go to fucking Long Island.
Yeah, that's true. You guys are close to Philly, or close enough, but also
Sure.
like Massachusetts and New York,
Yeah. Oh, it's
and those
great.
are like 3 different worlds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got some pretty good loops. Like you can take Route 7 right up pretty much till like the middle of Mass, and then dip over and take 22 down, which rides you like it's all through back hills of New York. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I've spent a real lot of time with you guys riding this year, like going in through like the upper west part of Connecticut, and I mean it's nice.
It's not New
Believe it
Hampshire
or not.
nice. Like
Yeah,
it's
not New Hampshire nice,
there's
but-
like we go up there to do our good riding, you know what I mean? Like we're not fucking camping in Connecticut, you know what I mean? We
Right.
gotta go up that Vermont or something, at least.
Yeah, like
That's where we find
Charlemont
some really
in
good
Massachusetts. It's sick.
The roads here are
Western Mass is decent, and then Vermont, New Hampshire, all good roads. So
Yeah,
I-
roads are
I
kind
don't-
of fucking crazy, like they're tight with blind corners and everything, and like Tom's hanging in like the opposite side of the road, like swinging his fucking chopper around.
Yeah, the roads are super tight,
And I'm
super
just
tight
sitting
and
in the back
windy.
of it, like, wow, huh? This is happening.
Yeah, I used to crash a lot.
Oh, it's fun. We got a good crew here. It's been a great year for bikes in our area for sure.
Yeah, we got a lot of good trips in. Next year, I'm going to try to do a lot more of the. I want to do like skate camp trips, like on the bike.
Oh,
me
yeah,
and Nate Plum from Plum's, Plum Cycle Speeds. We did one at the end of the year, and it was fucking a blast, man. We went and skated. It was Manchester, Vermont, and we stayed at a really nice campground up there and stuff like that, and just rode a lot and skated. That's pretty much it. And I'm going to try to do something like that maybe once or twice next year. And I'll just post it up, you know what I mean, on my Instagram. If anybody wants to tag along, you just got to bring a skateboard. That's the rule.
Yeah,
Skateboard or
fuck yeah.
weed?
I was saying that same shit later in like this year. I was like, dude, next year I just want to do a bunch of ride to skate. Even if you
Yeah.
can't, even if you can't skate, like who gives a fuck? Get a deck and
Go
just
push
push,
your-
dude. Just push. Anybody can push. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just, strengthen the community just a little bit more. Yeah.
Am I too old to learn how to skateboard?
No.
No, not at all. I don't think anybody's too old to learn anything.
The only thing that sucks is, so here's the thing is like,
70 over is
once you get to like this age that we're at now, once you get to this age where we're at now, the only part that sucks is, and I'm going through this because I stopped skating for like 15 years. But when you slam now, you fucking feel it. Like that shit hurts for a couple days now.
Yeah, I had I actually almost lost my foot in a dirt bike accident. Fucking
Jesus.
like 6 years ago. Yeah, I got some gnarly pictures I could send you guys. But yeah, I was with Mike Young again, Kokomo Cycles. I was bought a bike way too big. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I thought I could trail ride. I haven't ridden. The last dirt bike I had was like an XL80 when I was like, 13 years old. And then I bought this wild dirt bike and went trail riding and got broke the fuck off. And, yeah, pretty much where if like the infection didn't go down, blah, 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 they couldn't do anything. They were going to have to fucking, cut off the front half of my foot pretty much.
What the fuck?
Not lucky they saved the foot. So like now skateboarding is really, really difficult, but it is so much fun. I just can't like stay away from it.
Yeah.
So I just pop ibuprofen and go at it. I just like, since I moved here, the first thing I built was a little mini ramp on the side of the yard.
Sure.
Like a little ramp.
It's one of those things that's like free to do, right? Like how many things could you do that's free that's not like fucking walking in the woods, Like shout out if you like walking, but I have a job and I choose to not walk, but I don't fucking have to.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm falling though, 100%, man.
Yeah.
My foot, some days I can't even like go to work the next day. I just like show up.
Just gonna be sitting over here today.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah. The dirt bike accident though, like how'd you fuck up your foot? Was it on? Did you hit like a tree or did you fucking?
Yeah, I hit a tree really good. I was wearing a riding boot and everything. Right over there, and my foot blew out the whole back of the riding boot. And I had to get the EMTs had to like come grab me.
Oh yeah. He's going to get the boot. Let's see this thing. Do you only have the one left? Yeah. Dude, look at that.
Holy fuck.
Oh shit.
Did you rip your Achilles right off?
The whole front of my foot pretty much just broke. Like we pulled the riding
when you stuck your fingers through, I thought those were like your severed toes still in there.
I remember me and Mike we knew it was bad. We pulled the boot off and we saw bones like sticking out of each side.
Oh
of the foot.
fuck!
Oh my god!
Serious, Mike.
Yeah, dude, send me those pictures. I'm gonna make it the YouTube thumbnail for this episode.
Oh, I could do that.
When people are scrolling, it'll just be like all fuzzy. They'll have to click see post.
Yeah, I almost lost my foot in a dirt bike accident.
Yeah, that was pretty. I think I was like rolling around to some chopper shows at the time too. Actually, I remember I went up to one. I think New Tradition had like some sort of winter party or something. I went up there and I was wheelchairing around. I remember that was pretty funny.
Oh fuck! You were in a wheelchair for a while, huh?
Oh yeah, I couldn't walk.
It wasn't even crutch status. It was like you got to roll, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
2018 or 19?
Yeah.
One of those, because New Tradition was both of those years, and I think that those are the only 2 years. That was when we were all there, like when we all kind of met for the first time, was at that first New Tradition show. Oh yeah,
that was I think that was the first one, 2017.
Oh yeah.
those dudes real too, man. Sean, Craig,
Yeah.
Jay Roach, man. Jay Roach fucking probably was what made me want to learn how to fabricate. Just watching what that dude did with metal, and then
Yeah, he's a beast.
He's insane. And then it's just an art at that point. And like, if you look at any of his work, like there's no error. You know what I mean? Like I can't. Like I remember I bought a jockey. He was making the jockey shift setups for Evo Sportsters.
I was gonna say that made him fucking famous, dude. He was like the only guy doing that.
Well, he did it with mid controls, and it was fucking clean. Like everything,
Dude, they were
everyone
so
else,
nice,
like,
so nice.
They were beautiful. And then I had that off year 4-speed Evo. So he ended up making like a special one for me, and like I said, I just got it in the mail, and I was like, holy, like this is what I want to learn how to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like this is the kind of shit that, and yeah, and then I just remember ever since then, just working on it, or I guess fucking around with fabrication.
Yeah,
that dude is super fucking talented.
Jay, yeah, I think I could be wrong. I don't want to misspeak, but I think he's actually like educated in it. You know what I mean? Like he's not like most of us who are just like, oh, I get a fucking welder, go in a garage, and I have a grinder now. I'm gonna YouTube how to do all this. Like I'm pretty sure he actually has like a true education.
Right. Yeah, doesn't he do a bunch of woodwork and shit too?
I think his partner does all that stuff. I could. Oh,
okay.
I'm sure. I don't know.
I met him a couple. I think the first time I met him was at New Tradition, and then I met him a couple times just at like when I was at Easy Co and shit. But yeah, he's super talented dude.
That space those guys have there is amazing. Like what he did with that whole building, it's
such a sick spot. And like, dude, they couldn't have had a more perfect spot. Like those dudes can just fucking raise hell 24 hours a day, and nobody gives a fuck. Dude, they do not like. Who's calling, dude? You know what I mean? Like the sober house? No, they're not calling the cops on you. It's like bums shitting in the alley and stuff, dude.
Those guys got a real good thing.
Oh yeah, it definitely provides plenty of free entertainment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's great. Whenever I come up north to see you guys or go see Fat Man or anybody else, they're like right on the ride home. So it's like, well, gotta fucking stop in Worcester.
Yeah, dude. For a while, I thought you were a fucking part-time employee for Easy Co, dude.
It's fun. I fucking like hanging out with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to come to the Chop Luck. We'll see what happens. John always has a wedding whenever we do any kind of show, though.
Yeah, dude. Chop Luck, Stay Strong Co. and Grease's Garage both confirmed. They're going to be there.
Oh, Stay Strong Co. is going to make it?
Yeah, he moved some shit around at work, so he texted me. He's going to be there. Yeah.
Sick. I'm pumped for that.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be fun. And I've been just like, yeah.
It's like everybody else.
Fish Tank and his wife, they took the day off work. Oh, yeah.
Yep, Fat Man and them will be there. Rob is checking his schedule, but he's trying to make it. I'm trying to get Badfish to go, but I know he's fucking building that bike now, so who knows? He probably won't leave his garage till that thing's done.
Yeah, he's usually checked out for winter for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to try to entice him. I'll tell him we're going to get pizza or something.
Yeah, we got to get Chopper Bob there and all the local homies. I told him, if you don't come to this, you're dead to me. So, if you can make it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
You got to make it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Epping, yeah.
Yep.
Where's that?
It's like, so, you know where La Espada does their show?
Yep.
It's about 15 minutes from there, maybe 20.
Oh, okay. That's not
it's right across the Mass border.
Figure that out.
If you go up, all right. So you gotta make Ricky go up.
Rick, take the Sprinter van, pack it full of Connecticut cool guys.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Get all the homies in there.
Bring your neighbors too. Bring the old heads, dude. We'll pick their brain. We'll feed them free booze.
Yeah.
I'll get them a case of Heineken.
They will get a fucking camo jacket out, some kind of town of Stratford fucking snow gear, fucking get like rail up there.
Dude,
Yeah, dude, just rent a party bus from Connecticut to fucking Epping. Bring everybody.
I still hear him riding.
Dude, what was he riding? What show did he ride to out in like Massachusetts or Rhode Island?
Me and oh
Is
yeah,
that like Wesley's
it was Wes's show.
Yeah.
Shady Caddies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh.
Lou just rode out there, met me out there because I rode out there. I told him about it, and he was fucking around in the morning, and I didn't know if he was actually gonna come. So he's like, just go, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go. So I rode out there, and then I grabbed some shit from the back, and I was grabbing a drink or whatever, and I come up over the hill, and there's Lou. he's off his
3
bike.
hours
shit.
away from
He rode,
Shovelhead.
yeah, he rode.
Oh,
whatever.
that's in Rhode Island? Shady
Yeah.
Acadies? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a good
Rhode
show. Did a lot of really good riding this year, actually. You guys get some good riding in?
It rained pretty much every day, so like I'd say this is the worst year of riding I've ever had.
Yeah, easily.
Most of it was in the rain. Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
It pretty much rained every single fucking day the entire summer.
Every single weekend for sure. And then
Yeah.
like during the week you'd get a rip in and it would rain halfway through. So it was a wet summer.
It was. I mean, every fucking trip that I went on this year,
I got stuck in
Soaked, yeah.
rain.
Yeah.
It was fucking-
I'd like to say I rode a lot, but I'm sitting next to him, and it'll make me feel real.
You
foolish.
fucking
Yeah,
rode a
seriously.
lot.
I got
I
a bunch of like good like local riding in, but like
Yeah.
nothing like what we usually do.
I like
Yeah.
good trips, like long trips.
I did it earlier this year. I might do it in the spring. We did like Bad Boys Retreat. That was a killer good time. Mikey Machine came up for that. I'll probably do that again in the spring, maybe like early April.
Yeah.
But my boy Josh, he knew about this campground in Wells, New York, and it's at the end of like an 8-mile dirt road, like a true dirt road. Like we were on this road, and like you're looking at rocks, and you're like, one of these could take out my engine case. You know what I mean? So it was pretty gnarly, and it makes it really inconvenient to run in and out of camp to grab stuff, but it felt awesome. Like you were really camping. You were really fucking out there. Like there was no toilets. You know what I mean? It was like true camping, and like it was awesome riding out there. So if anybody's listening to this, or if you guys are interested, we'll be doing that probably in April. I got to talk to Josh on that. He's on like the flyers for all that stuff. If you could tell, I'm not very good at the whole IT, or I pretty much just rely on my good.
You have in-house IT right here. The
Yeah,
master.
like Dan Sheridan. Shout out to Dan. He does all the graphics
yeah.
design work.
Dan's the best.
He killed that buddy.
Oh,
logo.
he's a Connecticut guy too?
Yup.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Boston Blues.
Yeah, he's a ruler. Yeah, he did all the logos and stuff like that. So I don't have to do anything.
We should have him on the show. That dude does everybody's shit. He's really
Yeah.
talented.
He does everything.
Nike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Fucking
Orbis.
animal.
And he's like a super good dude on top of it.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
If I was that good at something, my head would get fucking big.
Now, before we started recording, you were talking about a show that may or may not happen, but you're trying to get something going this winter.
Yeah, I'm hesitant to say it, but I'll say it. I'm working on a show for hopefully end of January. It's not my space or my venue, so this is out of my control, but he seems to be on board, and it's at a little skate warehouse. So it'd be like a skate jam, and then if we get the go ahead, like everything, we don't really want to make money. We're probably going to do something like, for donations to, probably some sort of rescue or something like that. But probably try to get like between 10 and 15 bikes in this area, and bring your skateboard and a few bucks and some beers. But that'll be hopefully end of January. And then just, like I said, I got to hammer out all the details and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
if that doesn't happen,
hopefully
just
go.
email loctite@lowlifechopperpodcast.com if you have anything you need to say about that. If that doesn't happen, just loctite@lowlifechopperpodcast.com if you have any complaints. But that sounds like a good fucking time. We need more winter shows.
Hey, that was the setup right there. Fucking Friday's gonna be fun.
Seriously.
But I think that that's what's sick about Connecticut. You know, like we just do like a bunch of little jammer shit. You know, like we make a little bullshit flyer and throw it out there, and whoever shows up shows up. Like nothing's.
Do you guys
big.
have any big? Yeah, do you guys have like a big show out there?
We just fucking hang out
No.
and be idiots.
No
No,
big
but
shows.
it's pretty rad to be here because we're able to run to like, I don't know what the events are now. When I used to go to all of them, but it was like Strange Days you can get to in a couple hours.
Sure.
You can get to the
Yeah.
Gypsy Run, obviously, same area in a couple hours. But you could also do like Deadbeat Retreat, and that was like, 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? So like you could
And
get
now it's closer to you guys, right?
It's
Now
in
that
New
it's out,
York,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, New York.
now everything. Yeah, that's super close.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't make it last year. Hopefully, I will this
Dude,
year.
that new venue's so sick.
The new venue is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That venue
into
was
it.
like made for motorcycle people.
And I think that, there's definitely, I think that there's a lot of room for chaos. I think that the event space, I think that Steve tried to keep a lid on it, but we'll make sure to fucking test the limits next year about what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were super cool about not giving a fuck because like I was like,
Yeah.
oh, can you park? Because some places you go to, and this was our first year there, and you didn't want to like be that guy that like fucks it up for everybody.
Uh-huh.
But they were about it. Like the people that run that shit, they were like, yeah, just do whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, we like to think we're crazy and out of control, but you're no fucking crazy than anybody else.
No, definitely not.
Old
Yeah.
biker dudes are fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. I imagine 50
Oh my
bikers are just as rowdy as mid-30-year-old bikers.
Yeah, you're going to tell me that some 50-year-old dude with a clean deuce isn't going to go fucking do a burnout?
Clean dudes.
You know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like the
it was
locals
good.
there loved us, dude. All the people that were just camping
Yeah.
there, they're like, dude, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too
There was
because
one
they have
dude-
like you can just like chill out and drink and shit, and then you can also go down to the bar and they're like letting bikes in. There's burnouts
Yeah.
out back and shit.
Dude, there was this one guy that came up to us when we were recording, and it was him. He was in like boating shoes and like khaki shorts with like a fucking polo collared fucking t-shirt, and his wife like had like
Yeah.
a sweater around her shoulders, just like sitting there chilling with us. And we're like, this show is fucking awesome, blah blah blah. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is so neato.
Now, fucking girl that they're like 30 years younger than usual, so they're probably like, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
munching
Yeah.
hot dogs and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
But you guys should get a fucking show going up there, because it'd be cool, because a lot of people don't even get to ride Connecticut, because it's like, unless you're friends with you guys and you have a reason to go out to Connecticut, no one's going to just
Yeah.
go to Connecticut to ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. There's nothing drawing you to Connecticut. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys got like something, just like a little banger show in the summer or something, that'd be dope as fuck.
I thought about doing, but in the show you're competing with so much shit. So it's like
so tough.
true.
And then everybody has like rain dates and like I don't
Yeah,
have the following to like outdo somebody else that's doing anything else. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. So
Yeah.
That's the lane that we're in. I don't really think that we're trying to outdo anybody. I think we're just doing like our little shit, and like we have enough friends that could just kind of pack it out and hang out. And like, if you want to come. If not, we're gonna
Yeah.
have fun anyway.
I was thinking about doing like a pig roast.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be
But
fun.
That'd be so sick.
The town
I'm already
beach
there.
has like a pavilion and a beach where you can kind of like rent it all out. But I don't know what their policy is with drinking. And I know like if I say no drinking at the event, that's
Kills
pretty
it.
much that kills it.
I won't be there.
It would ruin it for me if I
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I can understand that. So I got to figure out those. But if we could pull this winter show off, it'd be awesome. Or just
Yeah,
anything.
there needs to be a lot of stuff in the winter in New England. I think that's a great idea because
Yeah.
there's not a lot in the wintertime, and that's when I
Yeah.
need it the most.
Tradition's not a thing anymore, and Cheap Thrills was sick, and Cheap Thrills isn't a thing anymore. So
Right.
We gotta, you know, it's fucking.
Shout out.
And you
Back it
guys are in the
up.
prime spot, man. Like you said, it's easy for you guys to get everywhere, but it's also you're in like the center hub of the Northeast. You know what I mean? So it's easy for anybody to get to you guys. It's 2 hours pretty much for everybody.
Yeah, it's actually a really great location because you got Mass, New York, New Hampshire. We just have to, unfortunately, ride through Mass. But then also, like, there's a huge scene down in Pittsburgh, like that area.
Yeah, that's pretty far from us, but it's a lot closer than it is for you.
But it's doable, you know? Like, for us
Like
to go from fucking Pennsylvania to New Hampshire is a trek, but
Yeah.
we all meet in the middle.
No, that's sick, though, that those wild spotted dudes do that swap.
Oh,
and then
dude,
their
the swap
shows
meet,
right at the end.
they
like,
did shit all year long.
yeah, that's
Big
fucking rad that those dudes do that. Because
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else going on at all in New England.
Yeah.
that
Right.
I'm aware of.
I love a winter swap, too. That's when you need the swaps.
Yeah.
You need a swap mid-winter, you know?
And that draws the right people. You know what I mean? That draws
Yeah.
the parts you're looking for. Like, you're not going to show up to that swap meet and find bedazzled fucking...
Yeah, because that's when everybody's doing their builds too. So there's just so many parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were vending at that one, weren't we? Last winter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Another swap.
Yeah. Last year I went and bought a fucking bike and then went to the swap meet and then blew the rest of my money. It was a fucking terrible day.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You showed up with a bike in the truck. I was like, what the fuck?
From Mark, Road Within Reason.
Oh, that was
Oh,
one.
no shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Sporty Boy trip. I gotta do another one this year. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Are you doing it again this year?
Yeah. Maybe I'll just get a stock Sportster and just spray paint the whole thing front to back pink and run it.
You won't.
Engine 2. Everything.
Yeah, engine everything.
Handlebars, grips, tires.
Inside the motor. Pink.
Inside the motor. Yeah, right on the inside of the car, just it's pink inside now.
Fuck. Hold on, I gotta shut the spell stove off. Keep talking.
We like
He's
him.
getting up, he's walking away, he's quitting the show. He does this about once a week. Oh, he's back. Changed his mind. And we're back. Is it toasty in there now?
Yeah, dude, it's like a fucking. I get in here and it's like 30 degrees, and then I told you it takes
I
about
could
an
see
hour.
your breath when you first sat down. Yeah.
Yeah, and then after an hour, dude, I'm like, holy fuck, it's on here.
What do you guys got for heat over there in that shop?
I got lucky. I have like a hanging oil burner. So
Like one of those
it's plugged
Modine
right
heaters?
into It's what's that?
Like a Modine, like the box.
No, it's a full fucking size furnace. Like, and it's
Oh,
just
shit.
hanging in the ceiling. Yeah, and it's just like a burner. So it's just like a regular oil burner. It's just got, once it gets up to temperature, the fan rips. And I had my buddy Rob, because I've spent most of the time in the smaller section. I had him ducked in a supply and return pretty much just in this area. So, my little area here gets to like 60, and then the bigger area stays at around like 55.
Oh shit.
That's good. That's all you need. It's like spring temps.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
tell you what,
lucky. But the thing is I'm cheap as fuck. So like inside, I don't turn the heat on. I burn wood only. But out here, I'm like burning all the oil. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up not insulating my garage this summer.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
you
next
fucking
year.
built that garage in like 2 weekends. That fucking thing went up fast.
It went up pretty quick.
Everybody keeps saying that. It's like, dude, that went up so quick. For me, it felt like fucking 10 years.
Building?
Yeah, I built
That
one.
garage?
Yeah, I had to, because the place I was living before this, I had a fucking dope garage, like a 3-bay garage.
Yeah, it was
and then
serious.
that dude died, and so they just sold everything off, and so I just like was forced to buy a house, and I'm like, well, this sucks, and it didn't have a garage, and I was like, this is not gonna work, so I just built one that's 15 by 35.
That's long. That's long.
Yeah, it's long as fuck. But it works great for what I need. Like I got a few bikes in here and still plenty of room. So,
And what do you have a pellet stove?
yeah, dude, I lucked out with the pellet stove. I found it on Facebook Marketplace for $80. The guy switched
so
over to
fucking
like
crazy.
the what the fuck the mini splits, and
Mini split, yeah.
so he was like, just get it out of here, give me $80. So I go up there to pick it up, and it's the pellet stove, and then 3 boxes of pellet stove piping. So I took the ugliest.
It's like
I took the ugliest
$4,000.
pipes. Yeah, I took the ugliest pipes, used them for my pellet stove, sold the other 2 boxes for $280.
Yeah.
So I pretty much made the dude paid me $200 to take the pellet stove. Really?
Dude, and we have the same pellet stove, and mine cost $2,000
Yeah.
with all the pipe and all that shit, and the thimble
Yeah.
and all that. Dude,
Yeah. So when they put this addition on, I want to put I want to burn wood out here, but I think I need to run such a tall chimney outside that I would just have like this 15-foot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like standalone chimney that would
like
just
the
be such
fucking
an eyesore.
Titanic.
Yeah, that I just can't bring myself to do it. So I'm just gonna burn oil out here.
Yeah, that's why I like the pellet stove, because you don't have to go above the peak.
yeah, you can just vent it.
It
right
literally
out the
comes
back.
off the house 1 foot, and that's it. Done.
Could probably get away with running a pellet stove.
Dude, in pellet stoves, by the way, so you can get them super cheap because old people, they can't stack the pellets, dude. So they get them and they can do it to a certain point, and then they're just like, just take the whole fucking thing out, and they want the convenience of it because pellet stoves is a young man's game. Like stacking pellets is tough.
Tough.
I stacked fucking 7 tons last month, and it was, it's tough,
So
but
I'm sorry to cut you off. It doesn't matter where you duct it out. Like it can be at any elevation.
it goes right outside, and then they have like these little caps, and it goes like
It's like a tire valve.
Here, look, I'll show you
yeah,
mine. So mine just comes. Mine just goes right out the wall,
Okay.
and then it literally
Yeah, mine too.
extends.
Yeah, same
It
thing.
extends out the wall 1 foot, and then it's just
Yeah.
like a vent that points down at the ground.
It's a clean burn.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I could actually use
dude,
what's there.
don't fuck with wood, dude. That's a pain in the ass. If you
Well, I
just
heat my house with wood. That's the only.
oh, okay, so you already have the fuel there, so you got that.
according to
You do
guys,
your house with all wood all winter?
Yeah, it's also just me here, so nobody can complain about how cold it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wood stove's tough because I did my house the first year I moved in. I had a wood stove, and it was just me and my wife, and we were just like, chopping wood. We split it up. It's free. You chop a tree down, throw a chunk in, it's free. So you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is sweet. But to keep, you go to bed or whatever, you don't feel like fucking. You wake up in the morning, you have to be like, and like starting fires.
Yeah.
The pellet stove, you just go boop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
It's
wish
convenient.
My
It's a
favorite
whole
thing about a pellet stove is like with oil, you can't just be like, oh, give me $100 in oil. Like they want more than that.
True.
You know what I mean? And like with
Yeah.
wood, if you can't cut your own wood, no one's just gonna drop you off $100 in wood. Like you got to buy at least a half cord or a cord.
You can buy a
But with like,
bag
if
of
you're having a
pellets,
tough week and you got a pellet stove, you go spend $4 on a bag of pellets, and you're good to go.
yeah.
Like I've
And in
been
fact,
burning this
they do-
same bag of pellets in my garage for like probably 2 weeks
Yeah, it goes a
because
long
I
way
just
in
turn
the
it on so it
garage.
gets up the temp, then I shut it off.
Yeah. They do make pellet. You can make your own pellets out of chopped wood too. They sell like a thing where you can like press them.
Damn, that's gangster.
Seems like a whole nother damn thing. I just don't get into. If you're telling me it's a bag of pellets, it's pretty cheap.
Bags of pellets are, I think, $8 now where we're at.
It's like something Grace could do. Just fucking press out pellets.
Yeah, I don't got time
Yeah.
for that shit. I just call them up and I'm like, hey, I'm coming to pick up a fucking whole skid of pellets. I'll be there in an hour.
Yeah. It's
Got
like
a
making
neck-
your own bullets.
And you should fill that fucking thing up.
Yeah. And especially if you're heating a garage with it, because it's like you said, you just need it to be around 60. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
pellets will last you forever in a garage.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
not like
house-
your house. Yeah, the
in
kids
the house,
and the
I
wife
leave
are
my pellet
complaining
stove.
it's too chilly.
Yeah, in
In
the
the
house, I
garage,
leave
you're
my
like 50
pellet stove
degrees,
running 24 hours a day. As soon as it hits like 30 degrees, my pellet stove runs 24 hours a day, and I only use one bag a day.
Huh. Crazy.
Yeah, I got a pellet furnace in the house, and then I got a pellet stove in the garage. But yeah, we're pellet daddies.
The
You
only-
can
the
heat
only,
your water with pellets, dude.
The
Well, I'm
upside to
convinced.
the upside to you having a wood stove though is like if you lose power, you can still stay warm. If I lose power, I'm
Yeah, that's
fucked.
true. That's true. True. Yeah, the
But
wood
yeah,
stove.
I tell
you
everybody
have
if
that
you're
as a
trying to heat the
backup.
garage, pellet stove's the way to go.
Right? Is it the igniter you need it? You need it for?
You can,
Right.
yeah,
Fan.
and the fan, yeah, for the exhaust.
I gotcha.
And the thing is, like, it uses almost no electricity because the only thing that's on is a fan. So it's like the same thing as running a fan in your house. So it uses fucking almost no electricity.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely better than oil and propane.
We
But
should
it's
sell
getting
pellet
to
stoves
the
for a
point
living
where it
right
might
now.
not. Yeah. In fact, the Low Life Pellet Podcast. This is what we talk about every week.
Yeah.
It's just
We're both preppers though. We
Pellet.
love this.
You need Pete's pellets.
Yep. Yeah.
Located
And
in
listen,
the
don't shy
ring.
away from, dude, the ones at Tractor Supply. I've been running one in my house that I didn't even buy new. I got it for free on Facebook Marketplace. And I've been running it for 4 years. And they're $800 brand new.
Fucking vents right in the middle
Yeah,
of the
dude,
ring.
you can get them super cheap. That's the thing is like Facebook, like I said, the first pellet stove I had in the garage, it was like an insert. I got it for $0. It was because some old lady didn't want it. They're like, I can't lift it up, get it out of my house.
Right. Yeah, I'll show you. It's actually going to be really easy to do. There's and then it's already ducted out. All I have to do is just put it right down.
Yep.
Yeah, the sandbox cabinet is. But yeah.
Yeah, you
Cool.
can rip it right out
You
that
got-
hole and be fucking done.
You guys just sold me a pellet stove.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely look on Marketplace, dude. They're fucking, like he was saying, they're all over there for so cheap.
Yeah.
Especially right now, because everybody's like, oh, I need to upgrade.
Yeah. Dude, I got a pellet furnace, a Harmon. That's like top notch. For what, $500 or something? And it does 120,000 BTUs.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Does my whole house. And it's easy. But yeah, pellets are the way to go.
Choppers.
Oh yeah. Back to,
Yeah, pretty much. Oxford Co. will do whatever you want done, whatever fabrication you want done.
I gotta get some of those dog bones without the rubber though.
Yeah,
Those are sick. Those are so sick.
make you a set for sure.
Yeah.
Or I mean, if you want to, save a little bit of money, you could probably just put some solid, or I could get you some aluminum spacers that go in where the rubberized dog bones would go in. Or if you want to make some solid ones like that, I'd be more than happy to make another set.
So what's you're doing? You're doing TIG mostly. What's your setup look like? What do you got? What are you running?
I used to have right now I have the Everlast 250 EXT.
Okay, that's
I
it.
think that's it. Yeah.
I got
And
the
I used
Everlast
to
too.
run
Yeah.
the Diversion 180, which is a Miller, and that was a great machine. This machine's great, and I think this machine has way more capabilities, and it was fucking way cheaper. Like I think the Diversion costs more and has way less capabilities than the Everlast, and the Everlast is a much larger machine. It's just,
Yeah.
from what I was told, they're all the same on the inside, but I don't know the truth to that. So
I did Everlast because it was like it wasn't the dirt cheapest, and they have like their customer services in America. The company's based in like California or some shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So at least to back it up, I haven't had any problems with mine.
that was it. I think I have the same welder. I think John Repetto has. John and Craig have up there, and then I talked to somebody else who had it, and they they haven't had any issues with them. And I know those guys like use their machines and they're running them. So
Yeah.
I'm probably using mine way less than they're using theirs. And you know what I mean? If they're not having issues and they've had it for a little while, I can't imagine me having too many issues. So I think I'm happy with the purchase. I haven't had any like issues with it. I like the welder a lot. And then I built my my welding table out of a piece of road plate.
Dude, he got a piece of plate like, and then it's big, right? It's like what, like 48 inches by probably 36, and the dude
1 inch thick.
fucking mag drilled all the holes into this fucking road plate, and then angle ground like one whole half of it off.
It's
And
actually
it's like
made a
an
video
inch
of it.
thick at least.
I think I made an edit of it on my Instagram because it took me forever.
Dude, out of control. I can't imagine drilling
Oh,
one of
shit.
them.
Yeah,
Seriously.
and then having a good welding to fix your table though. I don't know, for anybody that's listening, is going to change your welding game 100%.
Yeah.
And then
You should buy it with the welder, because I waited like 3 years before I got a welding table, but it just makes it so much easier to have a place to clamp to, and then you make the little, especially if you're doing stainless, to make your own fixtures and stuff. It's just like, yeah.
You can use a magnet.
Yeah.
No, and then exactly, you make all your own little fixtures to hold your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you make it work with your table. And if that's a huge game changer. And I had a table in mind, and I just built it myself because A, I'm kind of cheap with that, and B, I probably wouldn't. I don't think I would have been able to buy the table that I have.
No, fuck no. You wouldn't be able to pay for the shipping.
No.
How big is your table?
It's probably 3 feet by. No, it's probably 4 feet by 3 feet.
Yeah, that's like a $700 table if you get like weldtables.com or whatever.
Be all
it's 1 inch thick though.
50, maybe 300 pounds.
Yeah, it's 1 inch thick is the difference. Like, it's not work.
Fuck yeah.
It's it's a piece of road.
Oh, dude, that must have sucked to drill.
Yeah, I went through 2 bits and a ton of wax. So that's what you use for
those mag drills.
Oh, wax? No shit? To like lubricate it?
Well, typically you use wax. Like, so if you're going to be drilling with a mag drill horizontally or upside down, you'll use wax so it doesn't fall off of the bit.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like I had a ton of wax, so I just ended up using it. I'm sure I could have just used cutting oil. It probably would have worked even better, but I used wax.
Wax, yeah, that's free though. You just steal your wife's candle or whatever and fucking.
No, it's actually. I mean, maybe. They make a drilling wax.
It's a drilling wax. I didn't even know. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
For when you're really drilling.
For like, if you had to drill holes in like I-beams or something like that. That's typically what you use.
All right, so your wife's Yankee candle. It smells like fucking, I don't know, cinnamon sugar or whatever. Yeah, Christmas cookies or whatever. That's not good work. We can try it. Yeah, that's good to know. Shit, yeah.
Been doing a lot of front ends too lately. Guys will drop off like a wheel, trees and 41, some legs or something like that, and I'll give them a full front end back. Axle made, spacers made, all that stuff. Do stuff like that.
That's
any
huge.
Spacers you need, or I can, if you just draw
she's turning up axles too.
Yeah, anything like pretty much open to anything that you need help with for your motorcycle. Like, I have no desire to build shit for people. Like, I want to help people build their motorcycles. You know what I mean? Because not enough of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think.
Yeah.
There's a good opportunity here in Connecticut for me to fill that window because, Carl and those dudes moved out to Tennessee, and those guys had a pretty good handle on it here, and he's not here no more. And I don't know. I feel like there was a little spot to fill, and me and John decided to give it a try, and here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so important to be able to like fill that niche too. Like something as simple as making a new axle. You know what I mean? Like someone local, someone you can trust, like you go to your local machine shop, you go in the forums and they're like, just go to your local machine shop. They don't want to fucking fuck with that shit. They
No,
don't
they
want to
don't
do
want.
that
No,
thing.
not at all.
They
They
don't.
don't want to make a nut for your fucking Springer from like the 70s, It's
They
good
don't.
that like you need that niche. You need people that are like, I'm about choppers and I'll make you an axle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did. We did a neck swap. Eric had some old Springer with a Sportster neck in it and wanted to change it to a big twin. So we swapped that out, made a neck for it, put it in there. Took the old one out, cut it out, and then we had to weld the new one in. Uh, Pretty much anything. And yeah, if I can't do it, I got those dudes up the road, man. They'll help me get through it. You know what I mean? So I've taken on jobs knowing that I can't do them because I'm like, well, Norton will help me with this, and hopefully he teaches me how to do it.
Yeah.
So that was like the first Thunderjet I did was with Norton, and then I got 2 or 3 more of them. Norton came and watched me do the second one. You know what I mean? Pretty much just verified I was doing it right. And then, you know what I mean? Third one, obviously, all fine. He just wanted to look at it at the end,
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm smart enough to call those dudes, you know what I mean, to come help me out. I'm lucky enough to have those dudes help me out. So it makes almost like any task is doable. You know what I mean? Like anything for a motorcycle is very, very within realm.
Yeah, it's nice when an area has like a hub, like here it's a hub for Southern Connecticut, for us to do shit like that. And like you got the Easy Co guys in Massachusetts, and you got Fat Man in New Hampshire. Like everywhere's got like a little hub where it's just like everybody just congregates around that has all the shit that you need, and it's great. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and if you're one of the boys, we're not most of the time. Like, we're not exchanging money. Like, I'll take an oil tank from you if you want me to do this work from you, or if you have something I like, I'll say like, all right, I'll do this for like that seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I end up with some cool shit to help me out, and it ends up helping out like our little community down here.
Sure, keeping it rolling.
Yeah, that's what's like when I came up like late in the game and like didn't know a bunch of people. I was begging for a gray beard. You know what I mean? Like I would have S'd a D for a gray beard when I was like, first coming up in the choppers. Because you don't know shit. If you don't know shit, you're like, but then like having a community and shit, all you got to do is like go out to all the swaps, go out to all the shows, go out to all the, the camps and all that shit. And you get to know people. And then you're definitely capable of it. You just need someone to be like, I got you. You know what I mean? Like someone to be like, no, you're actually doing that right. Or like just someone to say that, like that's why the community is so important, like become a part of it because it'll just make you more confident,
Yeah. When I first got into it, like I was saying, me and my 2 other buddies that were building these bikes in my garage with, shitty tools and stuff. We didn't have Instagram like really then.
Yeah.
I mean, Instagram was a thing then, but it wasn't like it wasn't like it is now.
No.
But I was super lucky. We had Chop Cult at the time, and that was when like the forums were really popping off on Chop Cult, and like you were able to go on there, and like I remember just going on there like asking the stupidest questions. Like,
oh yeah,
my bike's going pop, pop, pop. What do you think it is? It's like.
Yeah.
People on there flame you and then just, be super nice. But yeah, thank God we had Chop Cult because now there's a lot more information, which is pretty fucking rad.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, man, and this is a theory I got.
Yeah.
This is a theory I got. So I think now there's like, fuck it. I don't even care if we get canceled. I feel like there's a lot of feminine ass motherfuckers in this community right now. And I think it's because people aren't on the forums anymore. On the forums, people would set you straight in the forums, dude. Like if you said some dumb shit, people would let you know. Now on Instagram, everybody's a fucking gangster. You know what I mean? I feel like the forums kept you honest.
Yeah,
because you'd have to get berated by a bunch of old dudes that are on the forums, you know. But it's like, I don't know.
get bumped on the chopper scene sometimes, and I got to reel myself back in because a lot of that stuff's outside of my control.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. Guys, charging crazy money for shit and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid stuff going on, but it's like, you know what? It doesn't have any durability. You know what I mean? Like, people that are real and actually care about this, like these things, that's going to outlast all that. You know, this is just like a phase. You know what I mean? Like,
now they're fucking it up for the people that want it.
Yeah,
right.
But they're not going to last because they're not in it. Their heart's not in it. So just wait them out. You know what I mean? Just wait them out.
No, I agree.
It'll be cool when everybody steps away, and there's only like 14 of us left.
Parts back up for cheap.
Yeah,
it's cool. I'm glad
so crazy.
I'm glad we did this episode though, because Rick's just been keeping it a secret apparently, but I didn't know that there was like a fucking gang of you dudes out in Connecticut, just like having a blast. You know what I mean? So it's like now it's on my radar, and I'm like, okay, I got to watch and see what the fuck's going on out there, so I can get out there.
Yeah,
it's time, man. There's Mopar Tom, dude. He's like the new wheelie champ. And I don't know if I turned into a bitch or what, but that dude's fucking fun as hell to ride with. Fucking Big Twin Johnny, he rules. Fucking Smelter, BB.
Oh yeah, there's at least a dozen of us.
Oh yeah, dude, Ron just posted his bike just like nonchalantly, like sneak peek, and I was like, dude, that's like a complete bike, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, here's a sneak peek. That's a complete bike. That thing is so nice.
Fucking so many awesome dudes.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think.
Too. Like killer choppers, like sick, just fucking choppers too.
Yeah.
Every single one of them was fucking sick ass bikes. I put up a little video on my Instagram like recently of like my little summer. You can see some of those dudes in there.
Yeah, it's pretty much all of us.
Yeah, pretty much. I missed a couple people in there. Like John's not in there and stuff like that, but I'm gonna get it all.
Get him in.
Get him in there next time.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting out there this summer for sure. Especially when you do that camp out there. That sounds like a fucking blast.
Yeah,
that sounds like cool.
That'll be in Wells, New York, so we'll have to do some kind of meetup because I'm not expecting everybody to ride down to Connecticut to go back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll have to figure it out, throw a feeler out there, and then hopefully get something going with that.
Yeah.
But I also got to talk to Josh because he kind of put that whole thing together last year. I just kind of went along with it.
I kind of feel like that everything's going to be like a half a skate trip anyway. So, like there's 6 parks along the way. I'm sure that those are all going to be stopped at.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So just another goofy summer.
Still trying to have as much fun as I can.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, we're fucking coming up on almost 2 hours here.
Sheesh.
Hopefully we get all of you fucking Connecticut guys down to the Chop Luck. It's going to be a fucking blast. And it's fucking wintertime. So.
Good to see all the boys.
You can sleep at the VFW.
Nice.
They didn't authorize that, but you can.
Yeah, I live fucking a mile from the VFW, and I got a couch in my shop and a fucking pellet stove. So if anybody needs it.
That's your first thing.
Yeah. So
you'll wake up and be like, "Where's Chris? My fucking pellet stove."
Oh fuck.
No, we've converted another one. He's a pellet daddy now.
Not yet. I got to get on Marketplace.
Yeah, so get back in touch with us if you end up doing that winter show. Hit us up. We'll fucking blast that out for you. And then if you end up doing that camp out thing, let us know, and we'll try to get some of the fucking boys together.
Yeah, definitely riding to camp trips like that's what's
that's the shit. That's the jam right there. Riding camp.
No chase trucks, no fucking, if you break down, have your boy come get you or something.
Dude, you know what? I think that's what's missing. I think that you need like a ride your, like all these shows are awesome, but like ride your chopper to the camp.
Dude, I
No
did
chase
it all
trucks,
last
no
year.
no vans, none of that shit.
Everybody,
That's a
nobody
niche.
That's it. That shit, I think, is a little bit intimidating.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it might change up this year.
I'm just talking. I'm talking shit to try to get people to come.
No, we like a challenge. I like it.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that camp trip. So yeah, I'll let you know about that.
Fuck
Definitely
yeah.
appreciate you guys putting all that stuff on blast. Appreciate you guys reaching out.
For sure. Next
Dope.
up, we got to get Nate on.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Get all the boys. Any of them that want to come on, we're more than happy. Listen, we even did one with oh God, fucking Long John Chopper Co. And it was like a garage night, dude. It was him and Bubba. Dude, it was it was one of the dopest shows. It was
so
just those
fun.
two walking around the garage,
like
crushing
favorite.
beers. Yeah. So even if you guys all want to just get over there, man, and do like a garage night episode, that'd be fucking cool.
We'll do we did a couple of garage nights so far. We'd do another one. Yeah, garage nights, get the old heads down there.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Cool. Well, all right, boys. It was good to fucking talk to you. Hopefully we'll be able to meet up at some point this fucking winter. That way we don't all go fucking stir crazy and get the winter blues.
No doubt.
Do you have any closing words? Anything you want people to know, where people can find you, etc.?
Instagram, Oxford Choppers. Yeah, if let me help you finish your bike, or if you got some ideas and you want some custom shit built, or
you need risers without rubbers, because we don't use rubbers around here.
Yeah, it's fucking build season, baby. Hit up Oxford Co.
Yeah, we'll help you out. Whatever you need, we can try our best to make it happen.
Fucking love it.
But yeah, it was great seeing you both. And
hey, we still got to do the sponsors and a final question.
Oh, fuck them.
Final question.
You have a final? All right, let me do the sponsor real quick.
You do the sponsors, I'll think of one.
All right. Up first, we got No Luck Paintworks in Manchester, New Hampshire. Dan is cooking up some of the dopest fucking paint jobs in the Northeast. Hit him up if you have a chopper, Dyna, fucking bagger, Sportster, whatever you want. He'll give you the fucking ultimate facelift for your shitty chopper. Up next, we got Lowbrow Customs, everything you need for the road ahead. Probably one of the only websites we can build an entire fucking bike off one website. Tyler and his team support pretty much everything in the chopper community, so return the favor and hit up lowbrowcustoms.com. Next, we have Deadbeat Customs, the creator of the Deadbeat Retreat, where all lowlifes go to die and OD on some kind of fucking drug. Make sure you buy your fucking tickets for that when it comes out. Use code LOWLIFE at checkout, and check them out on YouTube and Instagram. Next, we got Steel City Blacksmithing. Twisting up everything fucking metal. He is fucking forging everything. Even if it's not metal, he's shoving it in that fucking forge. He is one of the fucking invited builders for the Smokeout. So make sure you follow him at Steel City Blacksmithing on Instagram. Next, we got Stay Strong Co. The fucking man who makes the best hot sauce in the whole goddamn world. The shit is fucking phenomenal. It'll spice up your sex life. It'll make you have a fucking harder dick for longer. It does all those things. Go hit up Stay Strong Co. on Instagram and order some of the shit hot sauce. Done.
No. Last but not least, Rhino Resto. Inconveniently located in Henniker, New Hampshire. I am back and better than ever. I've been doing, actually, I just did Lex, one of our laddies. I did his wheel, cast iron.
Love it.
Came out beautiful. Carburetors, wheels, anything you want vapor honed. Like we said last week, 100% guaranteed to make your penis 2 inches longer or your height 2 inches higher.
Love it.
And last but not least, Loctite's Chop Shop.
conveniently located in Epping, New Hampshire. It's the fucking center of the universe. It says it right on our fucking sign. If you need any pinstriping done, hit me up, Loctite's Chop Shop on Instagram. And then we got the two fucking special sponsors this week, Oxford Co. Choppers and ChopShit.com. Check them both out on Instagram. They have all the best fucking parts in the game. And if you don't support them, you're a piece of shit. So go check them both out. And Rhino with the final question. What do you got?
All right. Do you guys consent? We need verbal consent.
Yes.
I think this is why we got fucking kicked off.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. Does lightning strike twice? But would you rather have T-Rex arms that are penises or
Would suck.
have penises down your back like a stegosaurus?
I think I want penises on my back like a stegosaurus because then, you know, like, I don't know, I could like scratch my back with my dick. That'd be the move. I don't think I'd want T-Rex dick arms.
Yeah, definitely not. You wouldn't be able to do shit.
Shoulder fuck two chicks at the same time.
Yeah, you could be super
Yeah, I
porn.
mean, I think the look though, that's an aesthetic. That's a vibe.
Double
don't know if
dicking?
I don't think it's a vibe.
It's not a vibe. That's a handicap.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
have like
You can't hold like a fork and eat food.
You're gonna take the back.
I think so.
Do the penises get like? Will you like if you get an erection or you get in the back
yeah.
full of erections?
Yeah, you get a full
Oh, that would
erection.
suck. That would suck.
Oh,
Dude,
no,
you
no.
actually, with the stegosaurus ones, you'd probably lose all the blood to your face. You get white, you pass out. How many spines does stegosaurus have?
A
That's a lot
lot.
of dicks.
And then you get a tail full of dicks too.
Yeah, and then you could just lay on the ground flat, and then you could have
Yeah.
like
That's how you.
Think about
You
the
could have-
vibe you would set at chopper shows. Giving girls piggyback rides?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the arms because I sleep.
Yeah, morning would you just rise off the bed like Exorcist or something?
Yeah, but how you welding and like running a lathe with dick arms?
I think I saw something. Do you guys follow? Somebody was doing foot TIG welding. If I had penises for arms, I don't think I'd be riding choppers anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I don't think if I had penises on my back, I imagine sitting down on a chopper would be extremely uncomfortable. Do you have balls
That's
with
true.
the penis too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
32
Yeah.
No,
balls.
come on,
And
you didn't
hair.
say that. It's got to be just
And
dicks.
hair.
Listen, I'm going with the dicks. I'm going with the dicks on the back, and then I'm going to have Wes at Custom Instruction make me a little helmet for each dick. Oh, fuck. All right, that's the show. We appreciate you, boys, and we'll talk soon.
All right, we are leaving.